Hey guys, it's Facts with Professor Ammar channel on YouTube. Please sub for more and hope you enjoy. It's me, Ammar 10 years, and we're back with another series of ocean life and its facts. Today we're going to talk about the 5 oceans, and let's begin. Let's turn on to the next page. Okay, and now we're in the oceans part. This is the global oceans part, okay? The 5 oceans, PSA, are connected and actually are one huge body of water. Called the global ocean or just the ocean. Okay, so now here I'm going to show you. Here, the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Southern, the Pacific, and the Indian, the Pacific in the other way, the Indian, and the other way of the Arctic, here up, and here the Pacific again. Okay, all of this is called the global ocean. Okay, and under Greenland here, everywhere that has water connected to this ocean, it's called global ocean. Okay guys, and okay, the Indian Ocean has a bit of it has Africa and Asia and Australia, and the Antarctica. Okay, but the Atlantic, it has Africa, South America, North America, Greenland, Europe. Okay, the Pacific, it has the most. It has Asia and Australia, the South America, North America. Okay, but the Arctic, it has all of them from the upside. It has Europe, Asia, Greenland, and the North America, a bit of North America here. Here in this part. Okay, the Southern has all of them. The bit of the Atlantic and the Pacific and the Indian. But the Arctic, it's not getting directly. So the Arctic is going through the Atlantic to the Southern, or the Arctic is going through the Indian to the Southern, or through the Pacific to the Southern. Okay? And now let's go to the next page. Okay, and we're in the seas part. In the seas of the world, people often use the word sea to refer to the ocean, but technically both expressions are not acceptable. Why? Because an ocean has many seas, and seas are a smaller part of an ocean. So we can't call a big ocean a sea, a small sea. Okay? The sea provides substantial supplies for food of humans, mainly fish, but also shellfish, mammals, and seaweed, whether caught by fishermen or farmed underwater. Other human uses of the sea include trade, travel, mineral extraction, powder generation, warfare, and leisure activities such as swimming, sailing, and scuba diving. Many of these activities create marine pollution. The sea has therefore been for humans an integral element throughout history and culture. In the examples below, these large seas happen to be connected to oceans, while these seas of the world list isn't all encompassing. It does include the world's 10 largest oceans in order from largest to smallest. That means that the Mediterranean Sea is the biggest sea. I think. Okay. The Caribbean Sea, the South China Sea, the Gulf of Mexico, Sea of Okhotsk, the East of China Sea, the Hudson Bay, the Sea of Japan, and the Andaman Sea. Let's go to the next page. The Arctic Ocean. Comes out of the Arctic Ocean, there are several surface currents and winds moving around the area. In the Arctic and the Atlantic Oceans are connected by the Northwest Passage. The Arctic Ocean is the smallest ocean on the planet. It's near fully surrounded by Asia, Europe, Greenland, and North America. During winter, it is mostly frozen. During summer, only half of its surface melts. The Arctic Ocean gets plenty of water, fresh water, from the large Siberian rivers, and warm salt water from the Atlantic Ocean, 80%, and the Pacific Ocean, 20%. The icebergs that break away from Greenland represent 2% of the water that is in the Arctic Ocean. Let's go to the next page. Now we're in the Southern Ocean. The Southern Ocean is also known as the Antarctic Ocean or the Austral Ocean because it combines all the ocean together. The Indian, the Pacific, the Atlantic, all the Southern Oceans or all the South Oceans come to it, okay? But only the Arctic doesn't come to it because these are the two poles, Antarctica and the Arctic, okay? Comprises the southernmost of the waters of the world. Like I said, it takes all the waters of the world, but except the Arctic. It doesn't take the Arctic water, or it takes it not directly. It takes it by another ocean, by like the Pacific. The Pacific takes the Arctic Ocean water down to the southern, or the Atlantic Ocean takes it and brings it into the Southern Ocean. Okay, and generally taken to be south of 60 degrees S latitude and encircling Antarctica. That means that it is circling Antarctica. Antarctica is like this. I'm going to throw it, okay? Just 1 minute, it like this. It has a little here iceberg, and now here, like this. This is Antarctica, I think, okay? Like a horn right here and some ice, okay? Let's go to the next page. Now we're in the Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean is the third largest of the world oceans, Oceania. Divisions covering 18 or 19.8% of the waters on Earth's surface. Okay? That means that the Arctic Ocean is the smallest. Okay? The southern is a bit bigger, so it's the fourth largest ocean, and the Arctic is the smallest. That means then that the Indian beside it is the Atlantic. The second largest is the Atlantic, I think. And then the first largest or the largest is the Pacific, I think, okay? And it is bounded by Asia to the north, Africa to the west, and Australia to the east. To the south is bounded by the Southern Ocean or Antarctica, depending on the definition in use along its core. The Indian Ocean has some large marginal or regional seas, such as the Arabian Sea, the Laccadive Sea, the Soma Sea, Bay of Bengal, and the Andaman Sea. Let's go to the next page. It's the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean is the second largest of the world's ocean. That means that from small to big, it's the Arctic, the Southern, the Indian, and the Atlantic now, and there's nothing but the Pacific. So it makes the word Asia P. It with an area of 106,460,000 kilometers squared. That's a very, very, very big number. Okay, it covers approximately 20% of the Earth's surface, and about 29% of its water surface area is known to be separate the old world from the new world in the European perception of the world. Okay, let's go to the last ocean of this video. Now we're in the last ocean of the video, Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean is the largest and the deepest of the Earth's oceanic divisions. It extends from the Arctic Ocean to the north to the Southern Ocean, or depending on the definition, to Antarctica in the south, and is bounded by the continents of Asia and Australia in the west, and the Americas in the east. Okay, let's go to the end of the video. Okay, I didn't end the video. I wanted to tell you some facts about the oceans. Here, the Ferdinand Magellan, the first to discover all the ocean, and the first to discover that the world is not flat, it's a sphere. And here, I love the Bermuda Triangle, so why not? Okay, let's talk about Ferdinand Magellan. Born on 4th of February 1480 into a family of minor Portuguese nobility, Magellan became a skilled sailor and naval officer and was in service of the Portuguese crown in Asia. After King Manuel I of Portugal refused to support his plan to reach India by a new route, by sailing around the southern end of the South America continent, he was eventually selected by King Charles I of Spain to search for a westward route to the Maluku Islands, the Spice Islands. Commanding a fleet of 5 vessels, he headed south through Atlantic Ocean to Patagonia. Despite a series of storms and monsoons, they made it through the Strait of Magellan into a body of water. He named it the Peaceful Sea, the modern Pacific Ocean. The expedition reached the Philippine Islands where Magellan was killed during the Battle of Mactan. The expedition later reached Spice Island in the 1521, and one of the surviving ships eventually returned home via the Indian Ocean. Okay? Completing the first circuit around the globe, Magellan had already reached the Malay Archipelago in Southeast Asia on previous voyages, traveling east from 1505 to 1511 or 1512. By visiting this area again, now traveling west Magellan achieved a nearly complete personal circumnavigation of the globe for the first time in history. Let's go to the Bermuda Triangle. Okay, and we're in the Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle, also known as the Devil's Triangle, because its mysterious disappearance of everything that passes by, is a loosely defined region in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean where a number of aircraft and ships are said to have disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Most reputable resources dismiss the idea there is any mystery. The Bermuda Triangle is a mythical section of the Atlantic Ocean, roughly bounded by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. Bermuda is the Bermuda Island, where dozens of ships and airplanes have disappeared. Unexplained circumstances surround some of these accidents, including one in which the pilots of a squadron of U.S. Navy bombers became disoriented while flying over the area. The planes were never found. Other boats and planes have seemingly vanished from the area in good weather without even radioing distress messages. But although myriad fanculous theories have been proposed regarding the Bermuda Triangle, none of them prove the mysterious disappearance occur more frequently there than in other well-traveled sections of the ocean. In fact, people navigate the area every day without an incident. That's weird. The next page, please. Okay, and we're in the next page. The area referred to as the Bermuda Triangle or the Devil's Triangle covers about 500,000 miles or square miles of ocean of the southeastern tip of Florida, which is Miami. In the Miami, the Bermuda Triangle is in the North Atlantic part, and it's from Florida, the southeastern tip. Okay, when Christopher Columbus sailed through the area on his first voyage to the New World, he reported that a great flame of fire, probably a meteor, crashed into the sea one night, and that a strange light appeared in the distance a few weeks later. He also wrote about erratic compass readings, perhaps because at that time a silver of a Bermuda Triangle was one of the few places on Earth where true north and magnetic north lined up. Okay, I'm going to explain this part, because I think it's hard bit. Okay, so I'm going to explain it. This is the compass. This part is talking about the compasses. Okay, all of us know that the compass always lines to the north, because if we are not lined up with the north, is going to shear or line somewhere else, east, southeast, anywhere. Okay, but they are in the north, the magnetic north lined up. The true north is this north, but the magnetic north is the north of the magnetic field. So the magnetic field pulls it north, but they are in the north, so they can't pull it north more. So it has to spin somewhere else, but it has to be north. So the glass breaks and it stops. Okay, let's erase and let's go to the end of the video. Okay guys, this is the real end. Okay, don't think that I'm lying. I'm not joking. This is the end. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like, I'm going to make a series on my channel. And goodbye or bye, peace.